Family, how you guys doing? You know we talk about generational wealth all the time. Y'all hear me talk about generational wealth, building generational wealth, holding on to your product. This was my grandparents' house. I grew up in this house right here. I have taken over this house and I'm fixing this house up, remodeling this house right now. So this is my generational wealth right here. We got a branch going around. I used to play in the branch. I'm gonna cut all this right here down. We're gonna have a raw iron fence going all the way around it with the rock so you can step over into the branch. I'm putting a fence coming down here with a gate, fence this whole yard in. So we just got finished tan and we go in the back. My granddad was a diesel mechanic. He was a diesel mechanic and he worked on big trucks. I can remember big truck, 18 wheelers parked up in his yard. Now these are my cars, these cars and trucks I got. Yeah. But I can remember 18 wheelers parked up in this yard. And granddad used to work on them all the time. So we just got finished tearing that building down back here. And I'm building another building right here for myself. So eventually what will happen is I'm gonna build onto the back of this house and I'm gonna have the house gonna be extended to where it's gonna be a living area back here, like a living room, and then they're gonna go over into the branch with a deck. And then you got the water running through the branch over here. We can go now to show it. But if y'all can hear this, so many times I came back here and just listen at the water running off the rocks. I'm gonna cut these trees down. We'll build a deck here, so we can just sit down. We're gonna clean out all this right here and then wash the water. Goes all the way around the house. Hey, very calm. You sit back here, granted you sit right there where you stayed in that building, and man, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. We got gold mines in our neighborhood. We had 2 plum trees. We ate off this land. We had 2 big plum trees right here. We didn't go to the supermarket and buy plums. We had them right here. We had a fig tree sitting right there in the middle of the middle right there. You get sick, eat them figs. You know what the figs do to you. And we had a garden right here. Watermelons, peanuts, whatever you want right here in this garden right here. So we cleaned all this off. And you're gonna be able to, I used to play. I don't do it now. I'm a little bit older. But if you go into that branch now, I used to play down in that branch right there. We used to really go into it and say, all this was clean. Our granddad kept all this clean. So I got to get back out here and get everything clean. I'm just now moving back home. So y'all see the progress in the house. I had started working on this house and start painting and getting it right, but then I had to go to the other house over there, which you guys will see in a few minutes. But this is our generational wealth. All black neighborhood, beautiful, beautiful houses. All these houses here were built at the same time. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. My granddaddy told me that the bank in Greenwood wouldn't give him the money for this when they wanted to buy this house. My granddad was living in an apartment over there we called Charlie William Garden. So he came over, he said, I want to put my family in a house. The bank wouldn't give him the money. He worked for this man called Mr. Satterfield. Satterfield Company. If y'all look it up, been around the Greenwood all their life, they're still in business. And granddad worked for him for 35 years. This is the power of knowing the right people. Granddaddy went back to work and said, and Mr. Satterfield came out and said, what's wrong? You down? He said, the bank wouldn't give me the money for the home that I want to buy. This home right here cost $10,000 when he bought it. And Mr. Satterfield said, go down to the Sumter Bank, the Bank of Sumter, South Carolina, and tell them I sent you. And that's how Granddaddy got this house. And I would never sell it because this is generational wealth. His house is paid for. We don't owe a dime. All that stuff, I'm bringing in doors from other houses and antique doors, and I'm putting them in the house and bagging them up. So this is it, family. Don't be scared to come back to your neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. I grew up right here. Playing in this yard, playing in that branch, playing with my next door neighbor right there, Keith. Keith and Kurt used to be right there next door. Matter of fact, I talked to Kurt the other day. He live in Atlanta now. His family still own that house right there. The one you talking about with the Firebird, they still the same people being there. All this right here was the same people, you know, that grew up when we was coming up. So guys, take care of your property, take care of our neighborhoods. Let's take our neighborhoods back. Let's not let nobody come into our neighborhood and buy our neighborhood and then rent it back to us. Let's stop that. Let's buy these houses in our neighborhood and finance them back to our people. If you don't want it, finance it back to one of your people. Okay, guys? Generational wealth. That's what it is about. We ain't just talking about it, we being about it.